Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
My name is Nelson. Tej, you on the roll-off. You'll be going first. You brought Catwoman, sexy Catwoman.
I brought Catwoman, yes.
Who are you playing tonight?
What up, mine? It's your boy Tej.
Woo!
Yes, tonight I am playing...
Woo!
Yes.
I didn't get the memo, guys.
Indubitably.
We are Tej's internet fans.
There's a Batman shadow on there, too. She's a little bit of Batman behind her.
Ooh.
That's the bat signal.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's not Batman.
It's Batman. You're
That
a
is
Batman.
indicative of his
No, you're not Batman.
Need.
to be somewhere.
I'm playing a brand new deck tonight.
Woo! Wee!
This is my Korvold Gleeful Glutton deck.
It's a new one.
I just pulled one of those.
Or as I affectionately call it, my Fatty Flyway deck.
Classic.
As I was
That's a
building,
deep cut
as I
reference.
was building this deck, I realized this is a very Schnell deck, unintentionally, but very Schnell. This is a food deck, and basically, I just
I'm
took.
the fatty fly away.
No wait, hold on. I just took a mechanic and I just fucking ran with it.
Yeah.
Every decent food card I could find in these colors, of which red doesn't have any.
Has word will play. I love that deck style.
Yeah, you do. And that's basically what this is.
Yeah, you do.
I have
Makes me think you're
no
amazing
idea if it's
gold
good.
deck. Or Mazzy.
But I am real excited to play it.
Has deck will play. Has word will run.
And I will start this game out with a command tower
What? No food land.
into a bird's paradise.
Not a gilded goose, you fuck.
Yeah.
Not yet. It's in there
Oh,
somewhere.
okay. Good. Okay.
All birds are food.
You just
Some
need to
better than
believe.
others.
That one PETA subscriber just
Yes,
clicking the
yes.
button. Nope. Fuck these guys.
Done.
We just lost 3 weekly hours on our YouTube based
boy.
on that comment.
I am bringing back Toluz Clever Conductor.
Ah.
It functioned really well in our it's called the 3-player variant that we played.
Totem.
I was thinking tribal, and I knew that wasn't it. But I want to see how it works in a full pod. This is my weird foilings, weird IPs, weird borders. If it's weird, it's in there. I do have a Doctor Who card in here already.
All right.
TARDIS border?
Yes.
Good.
Sweet.
Because I need all the dumb borders.
Is
I
it
can
the
get.
TARDIS with TARDIS border?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to see how this works in a full pod versus just a totem game.
Okay, so it's Tej bouncing.
So
Oh,
I see your leg.
I will draw for the turn.
You're close enough to the stand that we got some shaking on the last one. I'm like,
I
what
will
the
play
fuck
this
is
Port
causing
Town
that?
tapped.
On the
and I
last
will
video,
Yeah, just a little bit here and there.
Pass to Nelson.
Ah.
I try to be real conscious about
Hello.
it. Sorry.
Hey, Nelson again.
It's Nelson again. I brought back Tivit, Seller of Secrets. This is my Schnell deck. Intentionally Schnell deck. We got Sphinx, and we're voting. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Go away,
It does
voting.
some stuff.
Have word will build.
Tokens, votes, stuff. I will draw for the turn.
Wow.
Token vote stuff. Sea of Clouds untapped because ample opponent. And
Speaking of ample opponents, apparently.
Passing to Schnell.
Another fat Schnell joke. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
If I had self-esteem, I wouldn't anymore. I brought back Otharri, Sun's Glory. This is a rebel deck. Have rebel will play. I have made some modifications to this one. I think I swapped out like 10 to 15 cards actually.
That's
so
a big percentage.
we will see if it runs better or at all. And I'm already excited by the basic land I drew. So we'll lead off with the plains and do nothing past a Tej.
I will untap.
With a rebel, yeah.
I will draw.
4 rebel for 10 coin.
Yeah.
I will drop a forest.
We need to do Beard Gamers again.
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to drop this sweet, really old Sylvan library.
Nice.
Also not a food card, you goddamn liar.
And Bird's Paradise will give me a black mana for Disciple of the Vault.
That Tej is full of shit.
Yeah.
Also, that Disciple of Oz me real bad in that
Yep.
deck.
Oh, yeah.
Foods are artifacts. Pass turn.
Right. I will untap. Draw for the turn. Play this freaking weird ass M21 swamp. Tap for a black and a blue, and I will cast Vohar Vodalian Desecrator. It is a Phyrexian Merfolk Wizard, 1/2 that loots. If you discard an instant or sorcery card this way, each opponent loses 1 and you gain 1. And for 2 mana, I can sack it, I may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn.
Damn.
If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile instead, activate only as a sorcery.
Woo!
Pass to Nelson.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
I'm gonna need Nelson to explain that card to me later.
It's pretty good.
What are all those words? Fuck it, last one's act. Too
Swamp.
much reading.
Swamp is my land for the turn. Pay 2. I'll play a Felwar Stone. I will tap the Felwar Stone for a black mana, and I will cast mine own Disciple of the Vault.
Oh boy.
And then I will pass my turn to Schnell.
Okay.
I see what game we're playing.
Untap, upkeep, drawer.
Yeah, I don't like it. Any of it.
Clifftop Retreat will be my land.
we
ETB's
have
tapped unless I control a mountain or plains.
Alliance of the Vault, right?
We do.
They're losing life.
Yep.
Excellent.
Alliance of the Vault.
Jor Kadim. First Gold Warden. 2/2 Trampler. Whenever he attacks, it gets +X until the end of the turn, where X is the number of equipped creatures I control. Then, if he is power 4 or greater, draw a card. Pastiche.
No, it's my turn.
Or pastiche. There's a fake mustache or beard thingy.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will draw 1. I will draw 2. I will draw 3. And I will pay my 8 life. Because that's how I play Sylvan Library.
No reason not to.
Yahtzee.
God, fuck that card in Totem.
Which one?
Sylvan Library.
Oh, yeah.
Which one? One where you can make us lose 8 life.
I'm going to... What's the best way to do this? This way. I'm going to tap 3 for Tireless Provisioner. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I can create a food or a treasure.
Deck's looking real good right now.
I'm going to play a mountain. I am going to create a treasure to begin with. I will sacrifice the treasure for a green mana, and I will use that green mana to play Ignoble Hierarch. 0/1 Exalted
So
Goblin
both
Shaman.
of your Disciples are going to trigger.
Yep.
Whenever an
Yep.
artifact is put into a graveyard from play, everyone's a bitch.
I will target Chris.
I will target Schnell.
Thanks.
Because I called you a bitch?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I called the Disciple of the Vault a bitch.
Indubitably.
And that will be my turn.
Untap. Draw. Shire Terrace will be my land for the turn.
I like this Scotch Ale. This is my last Skull Splitter. I've gone through a lot of it in the last
Going
few
to
weeks.
tap Vohar to draw a card, then discard a card.
He's looting.
But not scooting.
Not yet.
Loot, scoot, and boogie.
I will discard this irrigated farmland. Play the land. I will pay 3 mana. I will cast Search the Count's Castle. I'm going to draw 3, then discard 2 cards unless I discard a basic land. It is a reskinned Thirst for Discovery.
Okay. Have we seen the full Thirst series now?
Artifact, enchantment.
I don't think
basic.
we'll see a unless you discard a Planeswalker one anytime soon.
We haven't seen one for creatures, planeswalkers,
So.
battles.
Oh yeah.
I will discard.
Thirst for war.
Yeah. Actually, it'd be Thirst for Peace. Because you want to get rid of the battle.
Ooh.
Okay. But that's counter to what the card effect does.
I don't like any of this. I'm going to discard
Can't lose a war you don't fight. Discard it.
Lisa Forgotten Archangel.
I hope that they do bring battles back, but they do more like fun interaction where it's like each turn battles click up by 1, so that if you're not fighting them immediately, they get like worse, and there's like a max where you have to like lose the battle.
Yeah,
They
you
may
think
have
you lose your
they
battle,
may
yeah.
have rules like that. If it would be like a non-siege type, like some.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
they did real well by giving them subtypes immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pass to you, Mr. Nelson, sir.
All right, I will untap. Upkeep and draw for the turn. Let's play plains. I'm gonna play this white island. That is a plains. Let's pay 2 and cast a Thought Vessel. I have no maximum hand size, and it taps for colorless.
A wingdings.
A wingding.
Nice.
Taps for a wingding. That's all I'm going to do. I will pass the turn to Schnell.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, drawer. Land for the turn will be a plains. Nobody's. Teach is already at 32. He's got a 3-2 tireless provision. Sound
Free to.
Nelson, you've wronged me.
Yep.
So, for no reason, rally the ranks! ETB, choose a creature type. I'm going to choose rebels. Creatures I control that are rebels get +1/+1. Going to combat.
Yep.
3/3 trampler at Nelson. I don't control any equipped creatures, so no additional effects. It is not a 4/4. I do not get to draw a card. I do, however, get to do nothing in the second main phase past to teach.
Excellent.
Takes me down to 37
Got him.
after choosing not to block.
Yes. I assumed you weren't going to use
I'm
the
just
symbol of the
narrating
ball.
my-
No, that's good. That's good.
Draw
I
three.
need just a word picture.
Letting the fans at home
Yes.
know what I was thinking.
If this is on in the background and you're not really watching, I still want you to know what's going on.
I'm down to 24.
Is that Alvar? Oh yeah, that's from Kaldheim.
What is
Okay.
going on over there? Some
It even
aggressive
says,
life
Helvar united the spirits of all the clans into
What
a
did he just
single
play?
devastating...
paid 8 more life. He's
Oh.
at 24.
Okay.
Look at that.
Spire Garden is my land for turn. That is going to give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wicked Pissa.
Not happy. Food or
Food
treasure.
token.
Oh, I might actually have nothing about it.
I have food tokens. I will get a food token, which I will throw out in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana will give me Knight of the Sweet's Revenge. It's an enchantment. When Knight of the Sweet's Revenge enters the battlefield, I create a food token. Foods I control can tap for green mana, and I can pay 5 and 2 green and sacrifice Knight of the Sweet's Revenge. Creatures I control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of foods I control. Activate only as a sorcery. Then, with my last remaining 2 mana, I will play Maraleaf Rider, a 3/1 Elf Knight, and I can sacrifice a food. Target creature blocks Maraleaf Rider this turn if able.
What did you create when your
A
Spire
food.
Garden came in?
I have
So
two
you have 2
foods.
foods. Okay.
Yes, which I am pulling up now.
Yeah.
And that is going to be my turn.
Playing it fast and loose with the no tokens over there.
I got him. I've got this sweet Lord of the Rings food.
The Shelob spiderweb one. I love that one.
No, the one that looks like food.
It does look like food.
To a
I
spider.
don't think I remember the Shelob one.
Yeah, it's just somebody wrapped up in the spider net.
Nice.
Spider web.
Those butt nets that spiders have.
Yep.
You know the one.
Yeah. An island will be my land for the turn. Oh,
Butt net man. My favorite Marvel superhero.
I will pay a blue, a white, and a black. I will cast my commander.
Woo!
Toluz, Clever Conductor. When Toluz enters the battlefield, it connives.
I want Chris to his commander. I want Chris to lose.
So connive. Draw, then discard. I will discard
43.
Professor Onyx, which goes under Toluz. It is non-land, I believe, is what connive cares about.
Yes.
So it gets a 1/1 counter. Then I will. Better leave that up. I will pass to Nelson.
I'm leaving up blue lands? What are we
No,
not?
I'm just
Ah,
my
got it.
blocker.
How big is your blocker?
Alright,
Just a 1/2.
Okay.
untap. Upkeep, draw for turn. Now I'll play the island that was in my hand. For real this time. Alright.
I mean, that is the most important skill of magic. Not just saying the words of everything you see.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot going on over there.
Randy Newman. See about what he says.
So
Oh, pretty lady.
gonna swing into his mountains.
What? Can't swing it.
What? He's gonna block it, boys.
I'm gonna pay 4, and I'm going to cast Supreme Verdict. Destroy all creatures. Supreme
creatures,
Verdict
you
cannot
say?
be countered. All creatures.
I have a response.
No response. Pass priority.
I'm gonna tap my foods for mana and play Heroic Intervention.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
he had the nuts, boys.
I did.
He had the nuts.
Blew it early.
Alright, I also have a response.
Also
I hope it's a
heroic.
counter
That'd be
spell.
nice. No.
Yeah, counter his heroic
Once you draw a
intervention. Don't try
card,
and counter
then
Supreme
discard a
Verdict. That's a
card.
fool's errand.
God, I don't like any of these. I'm going to discard this Kefnet the Mindful. And then I guess all my stuff dies. Then resolves.
We did it.
All right, guys, I got rid of his thing. Anybody else have a board wipe?
When Toluz dies, these cards go to my hand.
That's all I got. Go ahead, Chanel.
Okay.
Yuck.
Untap. Upkeep. Drawer. Nelson. Cards in hand.
3.
Tej.
1, 2, 3.
Chris.
9.
There's my boy.
Jessica's will.
Mayhaps.
Or maintenance not.
Land for the turn. Mountain. We're gonna pay 3 for a Jessica's Will. I'm going to add 9 mana for each card in target opponent's hand.
I'm a team player.
You are doing a really good job.
Yep.
So I've got 9 red.
Wish I could give myself 9 mana.
I'm going to use 4 of it and a white. So I'll have
pass
5
me
red
closer?
remaining.
Kind sir.
One fierce beer coaster.
And then
Many thanks.
Crook, Hexgold Nabber, 2/2 Trample Haste. Whenever an equipped creature I control other than Rook, Hexgold Nabber attacks or dies, I may attach all equipment attached to that creature to Rook, so he takes things. Going to combat. I will send Tej any flyers?
No flyers.
Okay.
So what taps your foods for manas? The
Knight of
Knight of
Saint's
Saint's
Revenge.
Revenge. Okay.
Othari, Sun's Glory. Tapped and attacking. It has to be the same target, I assume. Yeah, we'll do that. Othari is coming at Tej. Rook is coming at Chris. When Othari attacks, I get a 2/2. Or I get an experience counter. Nelson, stealing your die.
Go for
I apologize. That's not. I don't get 4 of them. So I get an experience counter. Then I create a 2/2 red rebel creature token that's tapped and attacking for each experience counter I have. And I assume it has to be attacking the same target?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
That can attack whoever you want.
So Othari's coming at Tej. This token is coming at Nelson, and Ruck is coming at Chris.
How large is Rook?
All my rebels get +1/+1, so Ruck is a 3/3, the rebels a 3/3, Othari is a 3/3.
Athari's a 4/4.
Not a
Not a
rebel.
rebel,
Oh, it
it's a
doesn't.
Phoenix.
Okay, that's right.
I'm taking the 3, I guess. 36.
I have no choice, so I go to 34.
I also have no choice. And that is your commandy.
That is commandy damage.
It's a real commandy
One
handy
more.
right there.
Okay. Pass to Tej.
And I will untap. I will draw. Draw 1. Draw 2. Draw 3. I am going to. With a rebel yell.
In the midnight hour.
So, fun fact about my tweaking. Rally the Ranks actually came out of Chulane because it wasn't good enough for the Golem Tribal and I wanted more card draw.
Sure.
And rather than put it away, I put it in Othari.
Nice. Nice.
These.
It's the circle of deck construction.
So far, it's doing work.
I mean, it's
You've
helping.
played it. It's helping.
It's done 3 extra damage so far.
Yeah.
2 mana, that's
Yeah.
We
lightning
call that
strike.
value.
Yeah.
Alright.
White
Putting 2
lightning
back.
strike,
I'm not
that's
taking
broken.
any life this turn. Land
not?
for a turn will
No.
be
No
a
balls.
forest.
Got
I'm
no
at 21 now.
marbles.
He's got big coward.
I got my
Big coward energy.
stuff. 3 runners.
No
With his
marbles.
stuff.
That's some
No marbles.
Major league jokes.
Fuck yeah. They just keep giving and giving.
Fuck you, Joe Boo. I do it myself.
Yeah. You don't help me now, Joe Boo. I say fuck you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Gonna need a rocket up his ass to catch that one. Another great movie from before Randy Quaid went completely fucking nuts.
Miles.
You make my butt sting.
Okay.
Jesus, that movie.
You pitched before? Like what league? California Penal.
1, 2, 3 green.
Oh, it's still Teach's turn.
We've just quoted all of Major League
Yeah.
2 in its entirety.
We watched the whole
The
movie.
Cliff Notes.
Right.
And then in the end, the topless cardboard cutout lady was
I
defeated.
love this British shit.
5.
Yeah, that's right. She is the villain.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Feasting Troll King. 7/6 Vigilance Trample. When it enters the battlefield, if I cast it from my hand, which I did, I create 3 food tokens.
3 ropes.
3. And then I can sacrifice 3 foods to return the Feasting Troll King from my graveyard to the battlefield. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am going to sacrifice one of my food tokens that I have over here. And Chanel, you can lose a life.
What?
I'm sacrificing the food token
38.
to Mara Leaf Raider. Your commander has to block Mara Leaf Raider if able.
Not able.
And it's okay. Then I will tap these 3 foods for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to cast Korvold Gleeful Glutton. Fatty Flyaway.
Fatty Flyaway.
Costs 1 less, because I sacrificed an artifact. Costs 1 less for each card type among permanents I've sacrificed this turn. 4/4 Flying Trample Haste. When Korvold deals combat damage to a player, I put X +1/+1 counters on Korvold and draw X cards, where X is the number of permanent types among cards in my graveyard, which aren't any. But now I have
Back to
blocker.
back board wipes. Round after round. Nelson, I can't believe you're about to pull this off.
Yeah.
And
Daddy's
with
gonna try.
that,
Yeah, he's gonna try. Mommy's real scared.
you're wide open. You're wide open.
Well, yeah,
you're wide
because you
open.
didn't have things.
Yeah, because I tried to board wipe us all and only board wiped everyone but you.
Yeah.
Uh,
I rebuilt pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
Chris, I'm going to
good.
attack you for 3. Chanel, I'm going to attack you for 3. Nelson, I'm going to attack you for 1.
33.
35.
And 33.
And with that, I will end my turn.
Okay.
5 hits.
Boom, get him!
Can get nothing.
Come on, I know you pulled a damnation or something. Something real good
Field
for
of
us.
Ruin is my lane for the turn.
It's a start. It's got ruin in it.
Yep.
Now
Gotta do
just-
something good, right?
yeah.
No ruin his day.
3. We'll cast Hefnet the Mindful.
What we were looking for.
Yeah. Not a team player anymore.
Yeah, that's not
This
helping.
is a 5/5 flying indestructible. Can't attack or block unless you have 7 or more cards in hand. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand.
Quick, make him discard 2. Make him look like an asshole.
I can do that all by myself.
The discard part or the asshole part?
The asshole part. I will
My asshole.
activate this Shire Terrace to go get a basic land put on the battlefield tapped. And that's going to be my
I
turn.
distinctly remember commenting about how much I liked Shire Terrace.
Shire
and
Terrace is really
I think I pulled like 7 or 8 of them. Haven't
Haven't
put them
put
in a
'em anywhere.
single deck.
Untap, upkeep, and draw for the turn.
Put them in a few decks, but I bought 8 immediately.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this island as Melandy for the turn.
Landy for Commandy.
Landy for Commandy.
I think that's what I need is another island.
Okay, so I'm going to pay 6, and I'm going to cast my Commandy. Tivit, Seller of Secrets. 6/6 flying, Horde 3. Council's Dilemma. Whenever he enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, starting with me, each player votes for evidence or bribery.
Actually, no.
For each evidence vote, I investigate. For each bribery vote, I create a treasure token. When I vote, I may vote an additional time. With his ability on the stack, I will be paying 1, and I will be casting Illusion of Choice. I will be voting for all of you.
How do I vote, boss?
I choose how each player votes this turn, and then I draw a card. So, you are going to vote for bribery. You are going to vote for bribery. You are going to vote for a bribery. I will vote for bribery twice. That will net me 5 treasure tokens.
Weird. I was going to vote for bribery anyway.
I was going to vote for abstain.
Then I will also draw a card off the Illusion of Choice. I'm going to crack 5 of those treasures, and I'm going to cast Master of Ceremonies. At the beginning,
you're going to sacrifice 5 treasures, huh?
Well.
yeah, that's what I said, isn't it?
4
It is.
treasures.
Oh, sorry, 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
still 4
sorry.
treasures. It's still 4 artifacts.
Yeah, hold on.
Disciple.
Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I did the math right. I got in my own head there.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have 4 disciple damage to toss around.
2 to Schnell, 1 to Chris, 1 to Nelson.
33.
Okay.
2 to Chris.
Sorry, 2 to Schnell, 1 to Chris, 1 to Nelson.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, okay.
So at the beginning of my upkeep, each opponent chooses money, friends, or
2,
secrets.
1, 1.
For each player
Okay.
who chooses money, me and that player each create a treasure token. For each player who chooses friends, me and that player each create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token.
That
And for each
player
player who
and
chooses
I.
secrets, that player and I each draw a card. Okay, that's my turn. Go ahead.
I believe you.
Okay, I believe me.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Yeah, I think that's our best bet right now. We will choose to open the armory. Search my library for an aura or equipment, reveal it, put it in my hand, then shuffle.
Pacifism.
That'd be a good one.
No officism.
Orificism. What?
How about Darksteel Mutation?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Nelson, cut me.
Real good then.
Oh, not Korvold. My fatty flyaway.
You fatty flyaway.
This is some interesting artwork.
Yeah! I liked that one. I thought it was okay.
Richard Kane Ferguson.
Chris, what do you have a creature flyer now?
Yes, 5/5 flying indestructible. I do have 7 cards in hand currently.
Okay.
Creature flyer.
Creature flyer. Tej, any
I
flyers?
think so
remain?
anyway. It's kind of difficult to read.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, took it away.
Yep. I will go to combat. I will send Otharri at Tej. I will... Okay, so I get an experience and 2 more rebels tapped and attacking. I'm going to send those Nelson's way. They are each 3/3s.
Do you have any mana open?
Past priorities.
I'm into Deadly Relic, your commander.
Got him. What's it do?
Exile.
Okay.
Do you have any mana open?
No.
No. Okay. I will block 1 and 1.
Okay, that's...
Okay.
Yeah,
Didn't know if you had tricks. I was
No!
just asking.
I like to fuck with you.
No, I like it. You all live rent free up in my head.
Sometimes you
all
randomly
week
just let
long.
a text through you shouldn't.
That was my thought.
Remember that time
Where
I
he
had
went-
no mercy up?
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay.
Chris is real dumb.
Dumb son.
Attacking into a no mercy.
has to
Oh, that's why he did it. I forgot about that
he
part.
could win.
It's because he could do death to me.
Hey kids, want to get dead?
Draw 2, draw 3.
Get fucked up worse than my life is?
You're 100% going back. And...
Teaches so much mana. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's look at all the mana over there.
Well, pop his enchantment that lets him use food for fuel.
I mean, it would be nice. Would be nice. Would be nice if I had mana.
I can go back to... My land for turn will be this Valakut Stoneforge, which will enter the battlefield tapped. That will get me a food token.
Wouldn't it be nice if I was ramping?
I mean, I put a land tax in here as part of my upgrades as well.
Won't be
'cause-
so
Forest.
dumb.
Will be Gilded Goose.
There it is.
Fuck that guy.
Create a food token.
Guilty.
Some people kill the golden goose. Just choose to fuck it.
I have no cards in hand.
I won't target you with my second just
Come
as
on,
well.
deck. You know what we need? Land in the top 4.
I mean, if I have a land in the top 1, nothing's changing.
How big are your creatures?
3 threes.
Both of them?
3 threes. That's what the S at the end stands for.
3's 3.
How big are your creatures? Mr.
6,
Nelson?
6, and a 3, 4.
Heck. How big is Kefnet?
5/5.
And you're tapped out.
Cannot be destructed.
So, well, I don't care too much about that. Chris, I'm going to attack you with Feasting Trophy. 7/6 Vigilance Trample.
Yeah, I have to take the 2.
30.
Take the 2? Oh, Indestructible, that's right.
He skipped over saying, I'll block that. Any responses, go to damage resolution.
No.
Kefnet's indestructible.
That's all I have. Pass turn.
Cowardly.
I like
know.
it. Draw.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Fucking.
That's a good land for me to
Yeah.
have right now.
Would be.
Reliquary Tower is
Hey,
my
Peter
land
Man.
for the turn.
Turn on channel 10.
What would I do with
Hey,
an extra,
Peter Man!
What would I do with an extra land? 2 creatures on the same turn.
This one looks just like Anne.
Oh, that's a funny joke. Right there.
That was really good. Diedrich Baker would be proud.
2 white, 4 others.
Like Peter Man.
The Eternal Wanderer enters with 5 loyalty.
Rust exams on it again. Could you just pretend that we can't hear each other? through
I
the
will
walls?
-4 the Wanderer.
I get the feeling that she's cheating on you too.
For each player, choose a creature that player controls.
Oh.
Ward 3.
That doesn't target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's choose.
It's choose. Okay.
Well,
I will choose, but I will choose your Master of Ceremonies anyway. Your Rebel,
I have 2 rebels.
your
Okay, my token.
Token Rebel.
Thank you.
Korvold, I will choose Kefnet. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control not chosen this way.
All right. You get that.
What? No.
I'm sacrificing it.
To what?
The thing.
He chose it. You sacrifice
I
everything
chose
else.
this. You sacrifice everything else.
Oh!
Yeah. Were you not listening?
Nope.
Okay. Thinking about that breast exam?
I'm now.
Hey, Peter Man.
What,
Peter Man.
what's the rest of the ability? Is it just that?
For each player, choose a creature.
Yep.
Chose 4 creatures. Each player sacks all creatures they control not chosen this way.
Nice board wipe, Peter Man.
options are limited. So,
This is actually constructed.
Ah,
thank you.
doodling.
Got E.
My options are constructed.
Poorly.
Gross.
At the moment.
Yeah. No, I'm.
Fine. I'll allow it.
But that is literally all I can do this turn. I'll have to deal with that. Pass to Nelson.
Alright, untap.
Cannot even tack. I'm down to 6 cards like
Alright,
a bitch.
on my upkeep, each opponent chooses money, friends, or secrets. So you can get a treasure token, a 1/1 citizen, green and white citizen token, or we can draw a card.
Me?
Yeah, treasure, creature token, or card.
Whatever I choose, you also get?
Yes.
Ooh. I mean, treasure's treasure, but a card. Card could be anything.
Could be anything.
Could even be a treasure.
Could even be a treasure.
Let's draw together, friend.
Alright, Tej.
Samesies.
Alright, Chris.
Well, that'll activate my Kefnet, so I will draw as well.
Alright. Cool. Alright,
We did it.
so
We drew a card.
1, 2, 3.
It was the same as a
And
treasure.
then I will draw for
But
my
it's
turn
long-term.
now.
Long-term treasure.
Long-term treasure. Some call them lands. I call them opportunities. I'm in a real weird headspace right now.
I like it.
So, as I was explaining to my wife, between job and school and everything else, somehow I might be a week ahead on classes.
Nice.
And today I didn't have to rush to get schoolwork done before we set up to play EDH.
That's good.
So I just had nothing to fucking do with myself all day.
That's the dream.
I painted models. Like
My
a weirdo.
Rafin's Tower will be my land for the turn. Enters tapped.
I forgot to mention when I cast the Eternal Wanderer, they do have a static of no more than one creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat.
Okay.
Well, then I have a response to that board wipe.
Okay.
Yeah, going back.
Pass priority.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Kefnit's still active?
It is active now.
Okay. Sorry, Kefnit currently active?
Yes.
Question mark. Statement with inflection at the end?
Have you been gaining lifelink?
Me?
Yes.
No.
No.
Completely forgot. I remembered haste only.
You should have 7, I think.
1, 2,
Nope,
3,
just 3.
4, 5,
Or at
6.
the very least 3 for me. I think you've only attacked me.
No. Yeah, I hit you, and then you exiled it, I think, on the next swing through.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yes. I'm at 36. Thank you.
Okay.
I would have remembered eventually. I was just excited that my whole idea of I need to really revolve around Otharri swinging. I'm like, haste, show up and go, show up and go.
I'm going to pay 6, and I'm going to cast Marionette Master.
Oh, fuck.
Boy.
That is going to give me 3 servo tokens.
I'm glad you're choosing the servo tokens.
Servos.
Three-time servos. Then I'm going to teach. What do you got? You got a little bug up there?
Yep, little bug.
Just a little guy.
0-1. Indestructible.
You got a little bug up your ass?
Just a little bug up your booter.
How would you draw that?
I
Big
will,
old dick.
That's how Del would do
There
it.
was so many.
I will not attack. I will pass through my second main and pass the turn to my French no.
Sticking your ass turned into a marital aid very fast.
Oh, God, yeah. You should have seen what that time of the month ended up being as far as things being drawn. Blood everywhere.
There was blood.
You could have just drawn an angry lady. No. We gotta get graphic.
Uncle Schnell, this red marker's out of ink.
Let's see. This doesn't help me. This doesn't help anyone. So we will not do it. Huileth, Soul of Steel. He is a 2/2 human warrior with trample. When he attacks, I draw a card for each aura and equipment attached to it. He's not a rebel though, so that don't count. I played my land for the turn.
You're the Boros Equipment Commander. That's weird. Never seen one of those.
Yeah, I know. It's so. I didn't want to do it, but I ended up just taking so many cards from this initial fucking deck, and
there were good. There was some good
It's
stuff
so
in that
good.
deck. Yeah,
It's so
there's some
good.
really good stuff.
Pass to Teach. I'm not going to try and swing into fucking indestructible 0/1.
in there. Yeah.
What's the point?
Draw 1,
There is
draw
none.
2, draw 3.
Seemed like the best thing to stick him with. out of the
That's
four.
true.
Yeah.
Keep that commander on lockdown.
It's a good one.
I mean, his whole deck's about sacrificing his own shit, so I assume he's got ways out.
I don't think so.
Just gotta find that altar first.
About that.
Got him. Yeah, I thought Darksteel Mutation was a solid removal option for this deck.
I do like it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Ah.
I'm gonna put this back. Take 4.
In
Round
response.
17. Land for turn is Game Trail, but it enters tapped because I don't want to show you guys anything.
He can't.
No, I can. I just don't want to.
Can I
he's
just
real
don't wanna.
scared. He's real scared.
Mom
shut
says I
up.
don't have to show my forest in the locker room.
Soul Ring,
You have enough mana.
but I have no cards.
Perhaps we could come to some kind of agreement.
Let me draw cards, and I'll...
Show me what that Mountain Dew
Give me
is.
the quality, and I'll just give you 2 random cards from my hand.
I don't know. Pass turn.
Alright, untap.
Interesting.
Clang.
I don't like it. Something seems to be afoot.
One land a
No.
turn, like Richard Garfield.
The unseemly
intended.
accords.
Yes.
You know.
Unseelie.
Oh no, it was just a joke.
Misremembered.
It was a bad one.
It is about
Oh,
time.
please.
It is about time for my annual reread
Reread.
of the entire fucking Dresden series. It takes longer every time I do it.
Yep.
I'm
It's
going
so good, though. It
to
is so
cast Frantic Search to draw 2, discard 2, then untap 3 lands. 2, discard 2.
Nelson, how's your game going? I'm satisfied-ish.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah, I
fought
am
each
too.
other. We've all fought each other to an awkward standstill.
Discarding
whoever
countless
rebuilds.
kicks.
It
and
got
a Felidar
real.
retreat.
It got real slow after that failed board wipe.
Tap 3.
I mean, I'm 2 turns away from getting Otharri back out there and dropping just a shitload of Wild Rebels.
Ash Barrens will be my land for the turn.
Whole lot of Billy Idols.
A whole lot of my
Well, and
colorless lands.
I think Otharri should, in theory, do better in this format versus Totem, just because I can pick on the one person without a flyer and make sure that Otharri keeps swinging through and just get more and more experience off of it. Totem makes it way harder.
True.
But I still like Totem because it presents new challenges. Nelson, go home early.
Listen, stay.
I'm going to use
Nelson,
Eternal Wanderer's 0 ability to create a 2/2. Whatcha-jigger samurai
You can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say that.
with double strike. And then I will recast Toluz.
Also, someday, I'm going to be able to resolve Othari's second ability, which is the whole Phoenix bullshit, and get around commander attacks. But T-Jeg's exiling it fucked me, and then
Yeah.
the last game that I played, my board was wiped immediately after I decided to leave Othari in the graveyard. And then I just got sad and the game ended. As one does.
As one does.
I will discard Professor Onyx.
Again?
I feel like you've done that a few times.
1 time, 2 times.
This is the
I was
second
gonna say,
one.
this is easily the second.
I've done it once, 2 times.
It's one of the alternate cards. It's just a different version of Professor Onyx.
It's true. It's true.
That's all I got.
Professor
I
Onyx
will
B.
pass the turn.
Night classes.
All right, I will untap.
I did not realize.
Upon
that I did
mine
that.
upkeep, the Master of Ceremonies
Oh.
will trigger. So card, treasure, or citizen token.
I have always wanted citizenship, but I'm going to draw a card.
Okay, Tej.
Same.
Chris.
So many cards for you.
No.
What is the token?
Treasure.
I thought it was a creature token.
Oh, sorry, that's the other token. Yeah. A 1/1 creature. Citizen.
Oh,
Citizen
1/1
token.
green white citizen.
Green white citizen. Yeah, sorry. I forgot there are 2 tokens.
Let's search for treasure.
Treasure.
I will. God, that's so much value for you. I am going to
Yeah, but for you too.
draw the card.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, bitch.
Alright. Yeah, you like that. Then I will draw for turn.
Someone should do something.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Alright, I'm going to play an island as my land for turn. I'm going to tap my Thought Vessel, and I'm going to cast a Soul Ring. Then I'm going to tap my Soul Ring.
Put artifacts in this deck.
2, 3, 4.
Blue, white, black. That's going to need some artifact ramp.
Where is it? Okay.
5. Yes? Yes.
Shit, he's counting.
Conjurer's Closet. At the beginning of my end step, I may exile a target creature I control, then return that card to the battlefield under my control. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana of Alabal.
David!
Bad.
Alexis.
Alright, I'm gonna pay.
That was my go-to every time Tiffany was watching that show.
Yeah, just David.
Just the episode where one of them's sitting out in the field and they're just both yelling at each other.
Yes, yes. I'm going to pay 3. That show was hilarious.
Oh my
by the
God,
way.
yes.
I enjoyed that show a lot. And I will be playing Black Market Connections. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, choose one or more. Sell contraband to create a treasure token and lose a life. Buy information, draw a card and lose 2 life. Or hire a mercenary. Create a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling and lose 3 life. Alright, I am gonna be moving to my end step. That will trigger Conjurer's Closet. We're gonna blink Marionette Master. We're gonna bring Marionette Master back with 3 +1/+1 counters on it.
Oof. Gross.
Go Schnell.
Okay.
Go Schnell, go.
Untap upkeep, drummer. Interesting. Planes.
Be nice.
God damn, I know, right?
Every fucking time. There's
Some
always something
stupid
every
song to
every
every
night.
game.
Every game's got
Every
a
game
theme
has its
song.
own fucking music. Kemba's Banner. For Mirrodin! When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 red rebel creature token, then attach it to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each creature I control. So this thing is a 2, 3. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6. 6, 6.
For each, well,
Creature.
1, 2, 3, 4.
For each creature I control.
Yeah.
So it gets plus. It
Oh,
gets plus
I see what you did. I thought
1,
you
2,
counted that. I
3.
thought you were counting as a creature.
And
right?
then this gives it 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm counting all my triggers.
You got it.
Static effects.
We're
Twat
just
nuts.
idiots.
No, you'll get there. Believe in yourself.
I see
Combat
no
viable? Yes. Teach. You're viable. Look at you.
reason. Yep.
Pupating over there. I don't know what that means. 2, 3, 3s coming at you. One of them's a trampler.
I will block the not trampler and
Look at
take
him
3.
just sitting there fucking pupating. Piece of shit.
Chrysalis wrap son of a bitch. Oh, you're at 14.
Yep.
I was just gonna say, we've been kicking the shit out of you. No, you've been
Nope,
kicking
I'm
the shit
kicking
out of
the
you.
shit.
Yeah.
Sylvan Library, all that reading has been taking its toll.
I'm kicking
Go.
my ass.
Go ahead.
Oh, fuck. Untap. Draw 1. Draw 2. Draw 3.
Keep them all.
No, I
Bite the
don't
soap,
want...
Brooke. Make them look
Full
like an asshole.
grip, full grip, full grip,
Fill
full
that
grip.
mitt. Fill that mitt.
Nelson, want to draw some more cards?
Yeah, I love drawing cards.
Good. Let me draw cards, and then we can draw cards together, like friends.
It's on his turn, though.
I know.
Yeah, it's my
Just
turn.
do it.
Yeah, I mean, if it survives, if it survives, yeah,
Just do.
let's do it.
Just do.
Like friends.
Don't not do. Do.
Just do it. Just do.
Why would you not do?
Just do.
When you could do.
My land
To do
turn
feels so good.
Must
is
do. Always
going to
do.
be a Restless Cottage.
What the fuck is wrong with us? Just as people.
It enters tapped. It can tap for black or green. For 2, a black and a green.
Fogs rolling in.
It becomes a 4/4 black and green horror creature until end of turn. It's still a land. And whenever it attacks, I create a food token and exile up to 1 target card from the graveyard.
Cards in hand, Mr. Nelson, sir. Oh,
Whoa!
looks like a thick mitt.
Hey, dog. 4.
The 2 blue sources up.
3, I guess. This is a
Hey,
treasure.
the red player has 2 up as well.
I'm sacrificing 3 foods to bring Feasting Troll King back from the graveyard.
Forgot that was a thing.
Yeah,
Could do.
Yeah, it eats and regens slowly.
And that's all I'm gonna do. Go, Chris.
What to do here? At the end of your turn, I don't know which of these is the biggest threat.
Is it me?
No.
Is it
No,
Nelson?
which of his 2 creatures I want to target this with.
Probably that one.
Target with this.
Yeah, I'm
This
going
helps
to...
him a lot, but it also helps us.
I mean, it helps him
This
way
one
more.
kills us.
I'm going to attempt to path your Marionette Master.
Okay. You were going to attempt to path it, hey?
You're gonna fucking try.
I'm going to try.
Path my shit.
Okay. In response, I'm going to sacrifice this for a blue.
You have the audacity.
You can lose 6 life for attempting to Marionette Master me. Then I'm going to pay
Marionette
a
Master
1.
me?
And I'm going to attempt...
Marionette Master
Nelson
you.
with a
I'm going
counter
to
spell
attempt
in
to
hand.
Arcane Annihilate you.
Weird. So
You are going
weird.
to attempt because I'm gonna Tibalt's trickery.
Nice!
Because you've been getting away with this for too long. countering Chris's shit every fucking game.
Well,
You can't keep getting away with
That's-
this.
okay, so this is countered, and then what happens?
Counter target spell.
Yep.
Choose 1, 2, or 3 at random.
Hold on, I have something for this.
Nice.
1. Its controller, so you mill 1 card.
Yep.
Then you exile the top card of your library until you exile a non-land card with a different name.
Doffy Voidwalker.
Okay. You may cast that spell without paying its mana cost.
Ooh.
Then put the exiled cards on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Yeah, we'll cast that.
That seems good.
Okay, so that resolves. My spell fizzles. Your path resolves.
And you
Marionette
get a
Master is exiled. And then I get a basic, correct?
Yes.
Tapped.
Untapped, I believe, for Path of Exile.
What's the card say? Textless, because you're supposed to memorize the card if you
Yep.
run that.
Yeah, it
Basic
is.
land tapped.
Yeah, it's...
Is it tapped? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I thought. I'll grab a points.
Are you sure it's tapped?
Yes.
Okay.
I am mostly positive. For hepatitis.
I'm not just sure.
I'm HIV.
HIV positive.
That's what I was going for with, like, not just
Yeah.
copying it outright.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not afraid of the South Park people. Go ahead, sue me.
Teach is in no way affiliated with Homebrew Magic LLC.
We should have LLC'd.
I'm an S corp. Fuck you. I'm in my own boat. You can't
I
touch me.
got nothing else. So
Okay.
now it's your turn.
Yes.
Right.
Untap. Draw.
Undergrounded my river.
I would have let you half Korvold, by the way.
Oh wait, hold on. So this gets cast, right, as a resolution of Tybalt's trickery?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so if a card we put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile with a void counter on it.
Yes.
So this gets exiled with a void counter on it.
That,
Because this
Yep.
is on the
Yes.
battlefield by the time it
Tybalt's
resolves.
trickery resolves.
Correct.
Other thing resolve.
Okay.
How does that interact with Toluz, which also, when I discard cards, they get exiled from my graveyard. So they never actually hit my graveyard.
What did you... Okay. What is...
If a card we put into an opponent's graveyard from
Yeah.
anywhere, do you discard to exile? Or do
No,
you discard-
they get exiled from my graveyard. So this
would trigger first.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, this would
Okay.
grab
Well-
it first, right?
Yeah, active player,
It's
non-active player.
active player, non-active player, so
Yeah,
yours
so
goes,
mine goes. Okay.
in this instance.
But I
In
mean,
this
they
case,
have to
the
be in the
nose
graveyard
goes-
for Toulouse's ability to even trigger.
Is this a replacement or a triggered effect?
When it's put... It's
If
it's,
a card would be put into
Yeah,
an opponent's
it's a
graveyard
replacement.
from anywhere, so this is a replacement effect, not a
Replacement.
So
trigger.
that's
Yeah.
fucking you.
Yeah.
It's fucking us, comrade. I have no bone in this fight.
No. Hold on. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard, yes. When you discard,
Oh, so the act of discarding before it hits the
It
graveyard.
says exile
Exile
them from
from
your
your
graveyard.
So it goes to the graveyard first.
Yeah.
you discard to, so
Is that also a replacement effect?
basically no.
We're learning here.
Basically, he's going to get it.
Yes.
I'm looking at, even though you're still discarding, if that matters, is the point I'm trying to make.
I see, yes.
Oh,
Even though
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to the graveyard, anything that you would have that triggers on when you discard things, you still get those triggers.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting.
Okay.
So like if he cycled it, he would get the cycling trigger, but then the card that he cycled would go underneath the Voidwalker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
I have to do things. Don't want to do that either. I cast this.
No idea where that came from.
The Bee Gees.
Yeah,
Believe it or not.
Yeah, could be. Might could.
Okay, so I'll
Might
draw
well
for the
could
turn. That costs 2 manas.
Mana.
I'm going to
What you got, Home Slice?
go to combat.
I got a 6/6 wave of the banner for Mirrodin. Rebel!
I will
Can't unbring
move
that
to combat.
bell.
Nelson, I'll attack you for 5 in the air.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
So 27.
Despite that beak, that servo ain't got flying.
Nope. Just a gumball machine.
It is just a gumball machine.
Wearing a hover skirt.
And
I
Tom, what that
will-
beak do?
I will +1 the Eternal Wanderer. Exile up to one target artifact or creature. I will target the Dothy Voidwalker.
Okay.
Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of that player's next end step.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So you will get it back.
Yep.
You still have the path of
The
exile.
path is still
Oh yeah, because it
exiled.
gets with a counter on it. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
But wouldn't it be would it still see every card exiled with that
Yeah,
type
that's
of counter?
the
I
point
believe
of
that's
the,
how
that's
it
the
works.
point of the counters.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Rayami.
If a card, yeah,
That's why
exile it
Rayami
with
is
a
better than
void counter,
Skullfire.
and then sacrifice it. Choose an exiled card an opponent owns with a void counter on it.
Yeah.
So it's not just choose something exiled with void.
Then I will
Yeah.
cast Tolarian Winds. Discard your hand and draw that many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
just you.
6.
Okay, good.
So I'll discard 6 cards, draw 6.
Nice. Seems good.
I thought you were forcing us all to wheel. I'm like, I want my one card.
I want one card. Wait.
You get 3 cards a turn plus your hand.
I get to look at 3 cards. I'm at 14 life.
Yeah.
I get 1 card a turn.
You still get 3 cards a turn.
I get to look
for
at
only
3
2
cards.
turns.
It's true. It's true.
Boy. Plaza of Heroes will be my land for the turn.
That's a good one.
It is a good.
It's better than a bad one.
2,
Always better than a bad.
3.
Don't run bad ones.
Not better than a paddle.
I'll cast
Sometimes
Decanter of
paddle's
Endless
good.
I
Water.
never leave that's better.
That's good. I like that card.
That one's great.
It's a cool one.
Then I will tap that.
The artifact.
And
For
it's a
a
foil
blue.
one.
Blue and 2.
It's an okay mana rock. It is a fantastic fucking artifact in game to abuse.
Yes, it
And then
is.
I will cast Chamber
Yeah.
of Manipulation, targeting my Ash Barrens.
Yeesh.
Enchanted Land has tap, discard a card from your hand. Why would I want to discard? Gain control of target creature until end of turn. I will pass to Nelson.
Alright, I will untap. On my upkeep, Master of Ceremonies will trigger. You all have a choice between a citizen token, a treasure token, or drawing a card.
Cards in hand?
Me?
Yeah.
3.
Okay, have one more.
Okay.
Have another.
Okay.
You earned it. You can't unearn it.
I will draw a card.
Alright. And then I will draw for turn. The Voidwalker's at the beginning of my next
At
end
your
step,
next end
right?
step, you
Okay.
get it back.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and. Plains will be my land for the turn. I'm gonna tap. Oh, sorry, I forgot now. Actually, I should have done it before my land. Beginning of my pre-combat main phase. Let's see here. I'm going to create a treasure and lose a life. I'm going to draw a card and lose 2 more life. Choose one or
No, I'm just. There's a lot of text. Choose one or more. Get a treasure, lose a life. Draw a card, lose 2, or create a dude, lose 3.
2. Contraband Kingpin. 1/4 lifelink. Whenever an artifact enters the
love that
battlefield
guy.
under my control, I scry 1.
Tried so hard to build around that guy in Standard back when Kaladesh was around.
How far did you get?
Not real far.
Well, in the end, it didn't really matter.
Aha.
Tej and I share a brain.
Yeah, no, I got there.
I get a turn every once in a while.
I'm gonna tap 4 more, including 2 blue. Because I only need to do.
I watched Saw 3D with
Fell
my
worse one.
friend last night.
Yeah.
And Chester Bennington was in that movie.
Huh.
Hold on a second.
I was just gonna point out that's why I pretend to fight you so much on Discord, because I hate myself. And it entertains
You're not
me.
fighting me, you're fighting the one with the brain.
Yes. Give it back, you son of a bitch!
All right, I'm gonna pay
I feel
3,
better about us.
and I'm gonna cast Junkwinder. 5/6. It is affinity for tokens, so it costs me 4 less. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever a token enters the battlefield under my control, tap target non-land permanent and opponent controls. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Then I'm gonna pay 2, and 2 white. I'm going to... Wait a minute. No, I'm not. Hold on. No, I'm not going to do that yet. 6, 8. So 2, 1, 2, 3, and 3. Okay. I'm going to pay 8, and I'm going to cast my commandy.
How do I politely ask Nelson to wrap up his turn so he can go get me another beer?
Get your beer, boo. Alright, when Tivit enters the battlefield, you guys can vote for evidence or bribery. Evidence, I investigate. Bribery, I create a treasure token.
You can investigate.
Okay. I think I have a clue thing on here somewhere. Maybe.
I got a who clue. Would you like a
Thanks.
who clue?
Perfect, thank you. Alright, so 1 clue. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield I control, target non-land permanent and opponent controls, it doesn't untap during their next untap phase. Let's see here. Let us tap down that feasting troll king.
Phase or step?
Huh? Did I say phase?
You did.
Oh, I meant step.
You
Sorry.
dumb bitch.
Okay, so you chose investigate.
Yep.
Investigate or bribery.
Yeah, evidence or bribery.
Sorry, I said investigate, don't I?
Investigate.
Yeah. Okay, so another clue. I'm going to tap down this guy.
I will also give you a...
And it will not untap?
Okay. Correct. Does
But
not
I like,
untap.
but
on
I
your
like,
next.
I like untapping.
And then we will not let Kefnet untap on your next untap phase. We'll tap him down.
Fair.
Okay. And then I get a vote. I am going to vote...
Does it not start with you?
Starting with... Oh, yeah, it does start with me. Sorry.
Okay.
I would have voted for treasure anyway.
We all
'cause
knew
I
you
want
were
the
getting
land.
treasure.
Yeah. And then I get to tap another one. Let's go ahead and tap down your commandy. DJ Khaled. And then I get to vote an additional time, so I'll get an additional treasure.
yeah.
As a rule, I never listen to any
And I will
musician
tap
that has to yell
down
their own
thine
name
or
during
Why
the
are you
semi.
song.
tapping all my stuff?
Same.
Because I want to
that
kill
is a
your fucking
failure of
planeswalker.
marketing if you have to remind, hey, I'm singing this song.
I've never heard a DJ Khaled
Oh,
song
shit.
in my entire life,
I
but
just
I know that
know-
he yells
yeah,
his
I
name.
have 5 scry triggers.
And I was hanging out with my sisters and their boyfriends one night, and they were playing it on the TV, like music video channel or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of his songs came up, and I was like, "Watch, he's gonna shout his name."
Yeah.
And like just instantly, the DJ Khaled.
All right,
I
I'm going
love
to
Bo Burnham's love song, where he's just like
crack 2
starts
treasures.
it out with going Jason Derulo.
I'm gonna crack 2 treasures to crack a clue, and then I will draw a card. 3, 6. Okay. I'm gonna move to
How do you do that thing where I get to do
mine
it?
end step. Upon mine end step. Let's see. Does it come at the beginning of my end step?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beginning of your end step.
Cool. Upon my end step, I'm going to be blinking my commander. Whoop. We're all going to vote again, boys.
Starting with you this
Starting
time.
with me this time. Another treasure. I will scry 1.
I don't want to vote for the table, but I'm going to assume 3 more clues for you
I
because
second that vote.
Yeah, I'm absolutely right.
Okay, so there. So then,
and now you remember you vote twice, right?
yes, and then I vote. Once that's done, I vote again.
Okay.
So that's 5 tokens. So there's going to be 5 scry triggers and 5 tap triggers. I know you haven't been
vote
tapped.
twice first.
To start, you may have voted an additional. I guess, yeah, whatever.
I'm going to read
At
it.
the end, it says you may vote an additional. When you vote, you may vote an additional.
While
time.
voting, you may vote an additional time as a separate thing. So it's when he so when he enters, you technically vote twice right away.
I guess. Sure. Well, we all know I would have went 2 treasures.
Yeah, I know.
So
We're
I haven't
aware.
tapped this.
Nope.
So tap that.
Brr.
Tap that.
Fucking.
I've already tapped all your stuff down.
Tap Eternal Wonder.
I'm gonna tap down this. It only taps creatures, right? Oh no, non-land permanent. Teach, what do you got down there?
I have food tokens. I have a soul ring.
Show me what you're working with.
Tap 2 of your food tokens. They don't untap.
Fucking got him.
Yeah, you can't be using those. And then 5 scry. Yeah, we're gonna keep that there.
Keep it there 5 times.
Doffy Void. Yep. Doffy Voidwalker comes back to the battlefield. Go Snow.
Okay.
Sorry.
Untap. Kinda. Upkeep. Draw.
Kinda.
Land for the turn. Let's see.
This is where I'm supposed to be able to be blinking and spamming my Marionette Master.
Winds
have a
of
Benny.
Why you are not
Winds
allowed
of
to have
Wrath.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Destroy all creatures that aren't enchanted. They can't be regenerated.
That's really
Not only is my creature enchanted,
It's indestructible. This was my only chance.
Okay.
I have no response.
Cabinet can attack or block, but it is still indestructible. So
Yeah.
I have a response. I guess I will sack my Doffy Voidwalker. Wait, I can't. He just came back. At the
Correct.
step.
He
Never
has
mind.
summoning
Okay.
sickness.
Yep. Okay. So I have nothing then.
Okay.
Everything's dead here on my side.
I feast the Troll King.
Samurai is dead. Toluz dies. I get all these back in my hand.
No, I don't have any death triggers.
And then I'm going to suspend Glimpse of Tomorrow.
Is that a wheelie? No.
No.
That's the red.
It's shuffle all permanents you own from into your own library, then reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put all non-aura permanents on permanent cards revealed this way onto the battlefield. Then do the same for aura cards. Then put the rest of the bottom of my library in any order.
Ooh.
Okay.
I figured if I can
good times.
spam out a bunch of tokens and then just
Can I cast it?
splooge my deck out, I guess.
like it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Teach.
1, 2.
What's that?
No cards in my hand. No
Spend this
responses.
mana only to cast a legendary spell. Ooh, that'll work.
And in theory, I might be able to cast my commander next turn.
Nice.
And get a couple of frames. Why is my watch buzzing? Because I haven't charged it in 2 days.
Fuck you.
What do you need from you?
8, 9.
Listen here,
6,
watch.
You
7,
whiny
8.
wrist-based asshole.
Could do that. That would irritate people.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put these 2 cards back.
You're not just gonna keep all of them.
I'm not. Untap, upkeep. I drew my cards, did my things. Now it's main phase 1. I will tap this Delicate Stone Forge and one of my foods. I'm gonna play a battle.
Give it to me.
You're gonna
Don't give it to
defend
him.
I will defend it till my last fucking permanent.
I'm
Envision
not
of
familiar with this one.
Ergamon. When it enters the battlefield, I create a treasure token. Then I may discard a card. If I do, I draw a card. I would like...
Seems good for 2 mana.
Chris, you can defend it.
Oh.
I will create a treasure, and then I will discard a card, and then
He thinks
draw
you're a bitch who can't stand up to him.
Nope. Not at all true.
Nope, can't stand up to me at all!
I will discard Spire of Industry. If I do, I draw a card. My land for turn will be a forest. I have discarded a card this turn, so I can pay 1 red mana for as Corner.
That card is a trap for a commander. I haven't built it yet, but I really fucking want to.
Been in that same boat. I have pulled the trigger on it.
I have so many cards like in a pile. Like none of these are good, and I'm like, do I go madness route and just fuck with it? Do I go food route? What do I do?
When it enters the battlefield, I may search my library for a card named the Underworld Cookbook and put it into my hand. And I can sacrifice 2 foods to target creature deals 6 damage to itself. Underworld Cookbook is in my hand.
You have enough food.
I have 2.
So this will
foods.
untap not this turn, but my next turn.
Correct.
Yes, that effect is still in. It's a delayed trigger.
All right.
Okay, what you got?
Cut, please.
All right, I trust you. I don't, not at all, but I want to speak this along.
I can help with that.
Ooh.
I will.
I win.
I mean,
Again.
would you hate me?
No, not at all.
Like to
Tap
see it
one
happen.
for the Underworld Cookbook.
I feel good about my situation, so if you can just scoop it out from underneath me, that'd be great.
One, two, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will turn my Restless Cottage into a Restless Creature.
Got it.
What is this?
That is nothing. That is a 1/1 counter that has been unhomed by the destruction of my commander.
I am going to attack my known battle for 4. I'm going to create a food and exile a card from Nelson's graveyard. Because I don't trust him for some reason.
I don't know if I have any recursion.
It's the horn rim glasses.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any recursion in this deck, but that's probably not a bad idea. There's some.
Walker.
I was gonna say there's some good shit in there to get rid of. I love that it's one of the cards they printed with the old frame.
Yeah.
It just looks fucking badass in that old frame. With the
I
bubbles.
loved the art design of the Dothy the whole time.
Oh, the whole
Bubbly
the whole
monk.
thing where it's the shadow on the tree and stuff. Yeah,
like
it's
even
so
the old
fucking
ones
cool.
from
Yes,
Tempest.
agreed.
Stronghold, they
Yeah,
just
yeah,
look
the Dothies
awesome.
always look cool.
5, 6, 7,
I like the Otharri too. They look pretty neat.
And then the Thalakos just
Pronounced
look
solitaire.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Centuries.
yeah.
Pass-through?
That is Thalakos Century is a card, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it
that
is.
correctly. Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, aren't the Thalakos like wheat, poorly drawn lizard folk looking fuckers?
Yeah. Wispy
Yeah.
things.
The idea of a
Oh
lizard
man,
person.
I've never cast this dude either. If I play a land, I could do it.
Uh-oh.
This deck is fun.
Again, I'm not hating how
It's a
mine
goofy.
is.
It's a goofy little thing.
Screw it. I want to play second game.
But
Yeah.
now everything that I've been trying to
Pay
do
two.
was just
Down to 24 or 22.
All right. I
shitty
expect
tap the
some-
swamp boys.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Fuck yeah, do it. Kill us all. Kill us all. Kill us all.
1, 2. Tap this for black because I'm going to cast a legendary spell with it.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yawgmoth's Vile Offering.
I mean,
6.
that's what I'm guessing.
Professor Onyx.
What? But you put her back in your hand like 3 times.
Yep.
Yeah, you've
Why
already
would you-
discarded her like
Why
7.
wouldn't you discard her a 3rd time?
Yeah, come on.
Then I am going to pay a black and a whatever.
The only woman in your deck is there
Chain
to be
Smog.
thrown in the garbage.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I see what he's doing.
Target player
Targeting
discards
yourself?
2 cards.
All of them?
Yep.
Your commander's not out though.
Nope, doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm going to discard a Blasted Landscape and an Etched Foil Kozilek. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. You lose 2. The rest of the resolution of Chain of Smog. Target player discards 2 cards from his or her hand. That player may copy this spell and may choose a new target for that copy. I will target myself again.
Okay.
I'll discard 2 more cards. You each get drained 2, I go up 2. And I will do that until you are all dead.
You can. Where are you
I
getting
can
extra
keep
cards?
targeting myself.
Where are you getting extra cards?
I don't have to. It's not dependent on my discarding.
He's
Yeah,
just
it's true.
targeting myself.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Because that's casting the spell, right?
Casting or copying.
Or copying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
okay.
Chain of Smog.
Okay,
they
so
make a
yeah.
copy.
I have
So
no.
he'll have no cards in hand.
Yeah, I have no way to interact with that combo.
I don't.
I won't.
Tybalt's other trickery.
Yeah, no, I've blown all
Tybalt's
my...
secondary trickery.
Yeah. Tybalt's plan B.
Here's your.
No little Tybalt's running around. This was my first time with my ugly border, ugly foiling, all the universes, garbage, Toluz deck in a full pod, and it functioned very similarly to how it did in a totem game. It comes out of the gate very slow, managed to wipe the board both games with the Eternal Wanderer, who has turned out to be a really versatile tool for this deck, and then eventually kind of just take over the game. In the totem game, it was Archfiend of Ifnir wiping everybody's board repeatedly, and just till I just could attack until everybody was dead. This particular game, it was wipe the board and then kind of just hold the fort until Degenerate combo came down. That path to victory was paved by the Chain of Smog and Professor Onyx combo. I had this in the deck list as kind of an emergency panic button, but in theory, I like that idea, but in practice, it's just kind of a dirty melee feeling, and I care more about what the deck is doing than actually getting the W, so this will probably come out of the deck. I like the static on Professor Onyx of just draining people, because that does kind of work towards like the long-term goal of the deck in general. It does try to be instant and sorcery heavy, but I think there are some other things I could be doing in this slot instead. I like the deck. It functioned well. It seemed like everybody had things rolling at some point or another. Nelson, I really like that Esper deck. I never really paid that commander much attention when it came out. I believe it was one of the commander decks from New Capenna. Very powerful though. Being able to draw like cards and create treasures, and just it seemed to go really, really well today. Tej got out of the gates like just a shot. He was a monster from the get-go until that board wipe, and he never seemed to really gain his footing after that. Otharri seemed like it rolled better, it curved out better than it had done earlier. I think I'd like to see some more from that deck yet. I have a feeling that Schnell's going to stick to those rebels until they actually get their rebellion where they want it to go.
So Tivit came back. I believe this is the second game I've played with this deck. I like it a lot. It's a ton of fun. I'm trying to think of other Esper commanders that I've built, and honestly, the only other two that I can think of were actually swapped out in the same deck. I had built a Nevinral Urborg Tyrant deck when he came out in Commander Legends, and I ended up swapping him for Verena. Took that deck apart pretty quick. Both of them, I don't know. They were okay. Didn't really want to keep playing zombies. And then I didn't really know what I wanted to do for an Esper deck. I knew I wanted to make one, but I didn't know who I wanted the commander to be. And then, as I've said before, I saw that card when I was thinking about what I wanted to do for my Schnell Tribute deck and knew it was the perfect card for that. The deck is played really differently both times, but also a lot of fun. As Chris alluded to, Master of Ceremonies coming down early and sticking on the board was awesome because everybody wants some sort of resource, right? And I got lucky enough that everybody picked cards. I think I drew 9 cards off of that because every time it was going around the table and everybody was drawing a card, I got 3. And I think it netted me 9 extra cards, which definitely helped me a lot. Obviously, the more cards you see, the more of your deck you see, and the more potential resources and cards that you need, you're able to find. So I liked it a lot. What I was trying to do in this particular game, I had the Conjurer's Closet in my hand, along with the Marionette Master. That's why I decided to put out the Marionette Master and then create the servo tokens. I thought it might take a little bit of heat off the Marionette Master before I could get the Conjurer's Closet out and blink it at least once. But then Chris and I got into a bit of a war there, and Schnell, came out with the red counterspell, which I should have seen from a mile away. Although that did net me the Dothy Voidwalker, so that was pretty cool. Even though it didn't get to stick around, it did draw attention, to itself, and not so much from other cards. Dothy Voidwalker I really like in this deck too, because he just kind of helps me gain resources if he's able to stick around, on the board as well. So the deck is a ton of fun. We got to vote a little bit. It was cool to play the Illusion of Choice, and take over some voting. I liked that a lot. I thought the way the game came out of the chutes, I thought Tej was going to win in like 20, 25 minutes, half hour tops. It just looked, once the Supreme Verdict that I had in my opening hand got Heroic Intervention, I was a little bit nervous. Didn't know what kind of shenanigans he may have, up his sleeve that we were unaware of. And luckily the game continued longer than that. Thought it was a really fun game. This was the first time that I got to see Toluz because it was played in a Totem game when I was not here. That deck's really cool. We know there's at least one potentially infinite combo in that deck, and even though Chris might say it feels yucky to win that way, I don't think it's like necessarily an egregious one. It's not one that bothers me, especially in this particular game where we had plenty of time to try to, take him out or gather responses or whatever. I did have an Arcane Denial earlier in the game. I know there's at least another counterspell in my Tivit deck, so I had the potential of finding that. So even if Chris feels bad for having won that way or playing it or whatever, I don't think it was egregious, and I think it was a totally fair way to win. And then Schnell's deck, I don't know what he was planning, but it sure seemed like he thought he had a way to, button it up in the next couple of turns. And I believe this is the first time. I can't remember. No, I might have seen this deck before. That might have been in a full pod that I saw Otharri earlier. But anyway, I like that deck a lot too. It's not your traditional, Boros like equipment or Boros, aggression or aggressor deck. I like it a lot. I think it will be interesting, to continue to see it in the future. It just feels, I don't know, it feels a little bit different, and maybe that's because there's it's got the rebel theme, but there's also the warriors and the phoenix. He had mentioned during the game, that he wants to be able to pull the phoenix ability off with his commander, and I'd like to see that too. But anyway, I thought this was a great game. It was a ton of fun. Everybody did a little bit of something, and I love my Tivit deck, and will definitely be keeping it together in the future.
I built a brand new deck. It was a food deck. The idea was born on a whim. New Korvold was previewed, and I looked at it, and I was not impressed with it. It is an 8 mana cost commander. I already have original Korvold. The new one didn't really do it so much for me, but then the name stuck out to me, Gleeful Glutton. It reminded me of a game of Evolution we played way back in the day when we were doing our Beard Gamers video podcast. Where you get to build monsters that you evolve. Schnell, somebody created a monster, could have been Schnell, but he named it Fatty Flyaway. And that stuck with us for a long time. It was a great name. So Korvold, Gleeful Glutton, as a dragon, he's a Fatty Flyaway. And at that point I was like, alright, I'm building the Fatty Flyaway deck. It's going to be completely food themed. Let's see what I can do with it. So I scoured the card database for all the most useful food creating things I could find, and then things that I could do specifically with food. I didn't just want to use foods as an artifact and then just do regular artifact shenanigans. I want to do things with food specifically because they're food. I have 26 different ways to make foods in the deck. I can use them to sacrifice, I can use them to draw cards, put counters on my creatures, deal damage. There's all sorts of ways that I can use them, and I didn't see really any of that tonight in this game. I had a very strong start, but I did not see a whole lot of card draw, and then when Korvold got Darksteel mutated, at that point it was kind of downhill. I tend to play very aggressively with a Sylvan Library. I'm okay with paying 8 life a couple of times to get more cards in my hand, but I just wasn't seeing cards that I needed to advance the game, and then by the end there, I had no cards in hand. Shit ton of mana, thanks to Knight of the Sweet's Revenge. Foods I control have tap, add for green. With the amount of food that I can potentially create, that's just a lot of mana that I can put to use. Casting Korvold because he's a big old fatty flyaway and he costs a lot of money. Mana, he costs a lot of mana. But I also like the 5, 6, 7 mana and sacrifice it to give creatures I control +X until end of turn, where X is the number of foods I control. That's a great way to finish the game if I get enough creatures out and enough foods out. So Knight of the Sweet's Revenge is a very good card for any food deck. It gives you mana, it gives you a way to close out a game. I was thinking about pulling the trigger at some point when I had 7 or 8 foods out, but then second board wipe happened, and then I had no cards, and I had nothing else to do. This is a deck that was kind of outside of my wheelhouse. Like I said, Schnell's real good at picking a word and building around that word. Me, not so much. I'm going to play this deck fairly frequently here in the next couple of weeks because I want to see how it does and what tweaks that that it needs to be a semi coherent deck. I didn't see enough of it tonight to see if it was see much of anything. So I am looking forward to playing it again. So if you liked that deck and you like to see what I would do with food, tune in in a couple weeks and we'll see it again. We'll see what happens.
So this is the third time I think I played Otharri, but I swapped out like 10 to 15 cards in this one. Out of the gates, Rally the Ranks, I think, was a great new addition to the card, because if I'm going to be pumping out little tokens, I'd much rather be pumping out slightly bigger tokens. Going tall with as many things as I can pump out as well as going wide, I feel like it's a better way of snowballing into a game victory. One of the other additions to this deck was more interaction, which, as we saw, was a big part of this one. The Darksteel mutation, taking out Tiege's commander, I thought was only going to slow him down for a few turns, but the fact that Nelson board wiped and Tiege didn't suffer from that, I wanted to go after him and kind of balance the scales a little bit, because I didn't want him to just run away with it, having survived that wipe with such an extensive board state. So Darksteel mutation on that, I'm very surprised he didn't have any additional sacrifices. Or sacrifice effects, but I suppose with a food deck, you're assuming that all your foods and sacrifice synergies are going to be based on the cards just sacrificing themselves. So taking out Korvold, I'm glad he didn't just snowball himself and wreck us. Tybalt's Trickery. As I said, Nelson has been getting away with countering Chris's effects for game after game after game, and it's always painful to watch. So being able to just chime in, and I was completely honest when I said the red player has 2 open, why aren't you guys concerned about me? Tybalt's Trickery is the why you should have been concerned. So countering that, giving him the Dothy card, it didn't really affect me in any way, so there was no love lost there, and him losing board state just a little bit, I think that was still the right call. And this was a fun game from my standpoint, because Nelson got to board wipe early. Chris board wiped successfully with his Planeswalker effect. That was really cool. And then I got to take my turn with Winds of Wrath. And Nelson was saying how he thought that I could run away with it. My whole thought process was, at that point, when Otharri showed up on my next turn, had I gotten one, I am swinging and getting 3/3/3s swinging with me with a relatively open board. On the next turn, if I can swing again unimpeded, I get 4 more, and all of those generic rebels would be shuffled into my deck, and I would just get a massive board state boost, because the deck is also a traditional red-white enchantment or artifact equipment deck that I just didn't get to see as much of. So I was very happy with how Otharri was running. I didn't see much of my ramp at all. Having to use Jessica's Will when I did, just to get Otharri out a turn earlier, I think was the right call, but it wasn't a feels-good move. I'm very excited to see Korvold show up again and just roll us with food. It's going to be annoying. I know it's going to be annoying, but it's going to be so much fun to watch. Chris's deck, I'm very disappointed by the 2-card combo win. I would have done that too had I the opportunity. But again, if it's something that people can't really interact with and it literally just takes 2 cards, that's not a whole fun interactive game of Magic. And then Nelson's Tivit deck just makes me smile every time. Sphinxes and voting, and we got to vote so many times. I like that the first round we went with, yeah, you can just have whatever you want, and then by the end it was, no, we all are voting against whatever you want, because we let this go on for too long, and that's what we want to see. As a Sphinx, you want to just get to the point where everyone's annoyed with you and voting against you, and still not really, stopping you. They're just giving you different resources to manipulate. So, stay tuned to see what else Nelson manipulates in further episodes by liking and subscribing to the channel, and drop a comment. Just type nice, enter. That's all it takes. It'll make us feel so much better about ourselves.